Okay. Hello. This is my first YouTube video. Like many people, I'm going to try and be a game reviewer, but I doubt I'm going to take off. Probably because my videos are not going to be all that special. Just going to be me in my little mini laundry room talking about the games that I play and beat. Giving my opinion and, telling you about the game, the flaws, and what I liked and what I didn't like, and ideas for improvements. That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. Remakes and all that stuff. Not remasters. Remakes. Okay, this is the first one, so here it goes. Soulcalibur Legends for the Nintendo Wii. I am not that big on the Soulcalibur franchise. I've only played the second and the third. I played the first game in the arcade back in the 90s. I played as Siegfried. I only beat a few characters, then I never touched that arcade game again. I really did like that hack that he does. It was fun. Well, I learned about Soulcalibur Legends, I guess you could say, in the, late 2000s, early 2010s. I didn't really show an interest, but as time went on, I said, you know what, I heard that this one's a hack and slash instead of a fighting game, and I do like those games, so I figured I might as well just try that out. I found it for $12.99. It was complete, so I bought it. Now, the game, it starts off with just Siegfried. Then, as you go further, you pick up other characters like Ivy, who is the best character in the game. It's one of those cases where they make a supporting character the best character, and the main character is actually one of the weakest. Siegfried's got these big colossal swords, and they don't really damage enemies as much as the other. Fact is, all weapons in this game do the same amount of damage, so it doesn't matter why you unlock these other weapons. Is just pointless. There's no point for the other weapons. You just need the one. If you want to basically getting the other weapons and then maxing them out is just to help the game's length be longer. That's about it. That's all it is. Same thing like leveling up. It's just to get the game's length longer, because you can actually beat the game without being at the top rank. There's many missions. Lots and lots of missions. But of course, it's just limited levels. You just replay them multiple times. Sometimes you go to different areas. Sometimes you replay the same thing. Of course, the arena is the only one you do twice. It will get tiresome after a while. You're like, I just did this level, I just did that level. Oh, here we go again. I gotta defend the castle. Oh, there's a time limit. All that dragon again with the dragon. Yeah, that will wear you out because you just want to get to the end. And well, they obviously couldn't think of any more levels, so they just did the old, let's just recycle these over and over and over again. No one will care. No one will complain. I'm complaining about that. And when it comes to the bosses, you fight pretty much a lot of the bosses over and over again. You even fight your comrades before they join, and then whenever you gotta do the second part of the game, which really is not that long, you gotta fight them again to get them back into your party. That's kind of annoying. It's still fun beating the crap out of them. You have beaten the crap out of me. I now join your party! And when it comes to the bosses, I can't stand the dragon, okay? I didn't mind him at first, but the fact that he just is a recurring boss that you keep taking on over and over again, I eventually got so sick of him. Now I hate him so much. My favorite boss is Nightmare. Nightmare's the best. But the one that was driving me crazy was Masked Emperor. They do the old plot twist. Masked Emperor was just using you. Then you fight Masked Emperor, and then it turns out Iska, I hope I said his name right, is really the one behind the whole shindig. He picks up Soul Edge, and Soul Alpha, he grows wings, because he's been drinking Red Bull, obviously. And then you find him in a pretty cool arena, and you just gotta do the old reflect the weapon back at him. Or should I say those spinning blade purple things. Okay, the controls. The controls, well, this one isn't that bad. It's this one is the problem. When you do that, or that, sometimes you're going to find yourself still going because you want to keep on hitting it, but unfortunately the characters have limited combos and they have to stop, and you don't want to stop. You want to keep on beating those things as much as you possibly can because you want to build up those combos and get those as high as you can get. I think the highest I got was like 19. But yeah, it really can get frustrating whenever you keep going and your character's stuck, because that means you're now wide open and you're going to be screaming a lot. And also, there's this glitch that happened after I beat the game where the character would either stick running in a circle or he'd just stand there and do nothing. And in order to get rid of it, I always had to turn the dang game off and turn it back on. Yeah, despite my criticism, I did like the game. It does have its flaws, and I can understand why it was not truly all that well received when it came out. I'm grateful I only paid $12.99 for it, well, plus tax. But yeah, it's okay, just okay. I would recommend it. Just look for that cheap price. Do not ever pay full price for this, even if it comes one of those rare games that's really expensive. Still look for a cheap price so you can sell it at a bigger price and make a big profit. But I'm going to be hanging on to mine, and hopefully the price will go up one day. I hope. I really hope.